Welcome, everybody, to the A Little Less Fear podcast. I'm your producer and host of the show, Dr. Lino Martinez. This is your motivational podcast of people's incredible journeys. Oh, yeah, let's do this. Welcome back, everybody, to the Little Less Fear podcast. Today, I'm excited to welcome Codi Trebelhorn. He's on a 100-day mission of posting every day on Instagram after surviving a gunshot wound. He has found a value to embody messages of positivity. So let's follow his healing journey and keep encouraging him and others who are ready to embrace their inner well-being and thrive. This is amazing. And I'm all about embracing inner positivity and well-being. And I know that no connection is a coincidence. So I'm really excited to hear your story and the motivation behind everything. So welcome to Little Less Fear podcast, Codi.
Thank you for having me. It's the first time being on something like this, so I'm really excited to get to work.
Yeah, well, welcome. You're here for a reason, and I can feel it in your Instagram posts. Right now you're on day 7, so let's give our listeners and our audience and our watchers and our fans a little idea on what is bringing you to this 100-day positivity journey. What brought you here?
Well, I've had a couple buddies I've seen doing the 100-day challenge, and I've just seen how much growth they've had while doing it. And this is kind of the first time in my life where I've had so much downtime. I mean, I got shot in the leg, so everything's kind of slowed down for me. And really like embracing the quiet and slow time and seeing other people gaining a lot and also like giving me some hope by posting their videos. It just felt like an opportunity for me to spread what I'm going through and spread the emotions I have and also kind of use it as an outlet in my process. And it just felt like a way that I could relate and communicate with people who care about me and my process and this same extent, just like something to hold myself accountable to the things that I'd like to become and I'd like to embody, like the positivity, the meditation, the gratitude. Those are all things that like I'm in the heat of the moment of working on and trying to get through this process. And so if I can not necessarily preach it, but say these are the things I'm working on, it also holds me accountable to be those things. And so I just think it's a two-way street for me and the people who are enjoying listening to the videos.
I love how you said this, that it's also giving you an opportunity to be accountable because this is something that you really want to do. But before we go into the accountability and the motivation or whatever drive is keeping you there, I'm curious to know if you were aware of the 100-day challenge before getting shot, or is that something that you ran into after getting shot?
I actually think it was like right in the beginning, like right. I saw a couple people on there like day 1, day 2, day 3, but it never really felt like something I would end up doing. And
Mhm.
then eventually the opportunity arose for me to try it. And I had a little bit more courage after surviving that. So I was like, figured it's my time to get going. But no, I hadn't heard about it much before, except maybe a week's worth.
So that's interesting that it still came into your energy, into your visual field before getting shot.
Yeah, like a little clue to what was going to
Right?
follow month or two
Yeah.
later. I love
Right?
those
Like
little
a little,
synchronicities of life.
yeah, absolutely little synchronicity there for you. And so when you did get shot, I can imagine you had all kinds of emotions that came with that. What types of emotions did you go through after getting shot? And where did you get shot?
Well, I was downtown Denver, and I kind of remember like once I realized I'd been shot and I could see my leg sideways. I've been putting a lot of time towards trying to be healthy for baseball and playing it. I've been working hard at it last couple years and just haven't had a chance to see it through. And I was laying there in the middle of the street, police officer right next to me, and it just felt like some guy I've drawn a lot of strength from is Damian Lillard. He's a basketball player for the Blazers once again. And he said, I don't lose mental battles. And I kind of, right then, I was like, you know what? This is just another obstacle that is in my life. Like, I mean, we're talking 2, 3 minutes after it happened. I was like, I'm going to get over this. I got to survive this first. But
Right.
like, I had some clarity in the moment. Like, this is another cool thing for the story, right? It's an extra few chapters and something that I'm strong enough to beat. But there was also those other emotions where it was anger, there was fear, and I don't know what the future looks like. I mean, I'm having conversations. Am I going to lose my leg? Tell me I'm not going to lose my leg. Am I going to live? Tell me I'm going to live. And once I got over those, then I realized like it's just another hurdle that I'm capable of getting over. And my family's incredible. My friends are incredible. And I kind of just drew strength from them within hours of it happening. I knew I was going to be okay.
That's incredible. I know, right? I hear what you're saying right now. You drew strength from them, but I can also feel and see that you already had this inner strength within you because you had these thoughts going at when you got shot. I mean, initially, correct? But you're gonna get through this.
Yeah. I mean,
That's really incredible.
it was the first time I think in my life I've had those survival instincts kick in where it's really fight or flight. And kind of once I knew it was not fight or flight anymore and I was safe, I kind of it just kind of came to me like you're gonna be all right. Don't worry. I mean, I don't think I cried about it until maybe a week after it happened. And like I was angry that whole time, but it always felt like it didn't feel impossible to get over. You know what I mean? Like I could see the light at the tunnel as soon as it happened, which is something like even little challenges I've had in my life, I haven't really seen that light. Like I've always like a little been down on things, but then I knew I was like, I'm gonna get through this. And it was not something I'd expect to happen so quickly, but I'm very glad it did.
Yeah, this is excellent. And so something else I'm feeling, so you've been playing sports for quite some time.
Yes, sir.
Do you feel that playing sports helped you with this type of positive mindset?
Honestly, which is it's gonna sound weird. I think not being able to play sports for the last couple years has been what's helped me with this mindset because I've always identified with myself as being a baseball player and getting hurt, not being good enough, all those things the last couple years, I think is given me the opportunity to find out who Cody really is outside of sport.
That's awesome.
And and so like I honestly if things were to go smooth sailing and I'm right now in my senior year of playing baseball, I don't think I would have had the opportunity to learn these things. So honestly, I think I've got it from not being able to play.
So basically, not being able to play has been a blessing for you in this time of your life.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's a struggle, right? Like it's something that I want to do, but there's so many more valuable things that I'm going to take into my life after I'm a baseball player. And I might even be in that chapter of my life right now. So I might as well tune up those things that are so much more valuable, right? How I treat my family, how I treat myself, all like the real things. Baseball is a game. The life
Hmm.
is maybe a game to an extent, but it's a little different. It's a little more real.
I love how you said right now how I treat you're talking about your values, how you treat your family and how you treat yourself. How would you say that you treat yourself?
I mean, I think I hold myself accountable um, pretty well. I think that's helped me. Like I write down my goals. I write down, and these aren't goals like wake up and do this. It's just like embody positivity, embody gratitude, and I think like if I can stick to those things, I can
Mhm.
tell how it positively affects my family. I see how they go through their day a little with a more of a smile on their face or
Right.
a little better attitude towards things,
Sure.
and I also think like when you see your family member in the hospital, it kind of grounds you a little bit, right? Like things aren't as bad as we think they are. If we can come together over something like this, we can come together over anything.
Yeah.
And I mean, like my dad, my brothers, my mom, my uncle, like all those people in this process have just been so important that like I feel like I owe it to them to be like a spotlight of positivity. You know, like they can draw strength from me if I can draw strength from them.
Oh yeah,
And
definitely.
it's been a blessing in a million aspects.
If I can feel that and I can see that too. I love what you said right now. If you can embody positivity and embody gratitude, what does it mean to embody something to you? What does that mean to embody it?
I
Like
just think
embody positivity.
like being it, not like trying to be it, like living as such, right? Like fake it till you make it. You're not asleep. You're not asleep until you fake you're asleep for a long enough time, right? It's kind of like that. Like if I can just like if I run every day, what's the difference between me and a runner? It's the same thing, right? If I can practice gratitude every day, if I can practice thankfulness, mindfulness long enough, I'm gonna become that. And I think I'm only a month and a half, 2 months into this like real journey, but I feel like in that short of time, I've been able to, like, the wind feels better on my skin. I like looking at the sky, the trees, everything is just like that much more prettier because my perspective is in its changing form. And so yeah, I guess that long answer of embodying it is just being it until you become it, you know?
I love that. Be it until you become it.
Yeah, I like that too.
But guess what? You already are it.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
guess yeah, maybe a little easier to see from outside perspective. Like I get to see my flaws every day, you know, like I'm pretty over analyzing on all the little things, but I can see the positive shift, right? It used to be maybe 50-50 positive negative. Now it feels like 95-5. So hopefully we can get to that to 100, maybe 99-1. You got to have a little bit of the dark in there, but I like where it's heading.
I like where it's headed too, and I'm happy for you, and I'm happy for your family and this beautiful journey that you're on right now.
Thank
It's
you.
it's embodying. It's just really interesting how it's honestly, it's just beautiful. It's beautiful that once we are actually able to slow down, and it could be unfortunate or fortunate that if it took an injury, depending on how somebody looks at it, to really to get you to sit down and to be with yourself. And because when you're able to really be with yourself and you're able to peel back the layers that are not you, you're then able to see who you are, and you see who you are through the beauty that exists around you. And you see who you are through the feeling of what things feel like when you see the beauty that exists around you. You then are able to see, I am feeling this because I'm so present that I am one with this tree. I am one with the stars. We are existing at the same time. I'm here, so present. The stars look so bright and beautiful. And I have this complete bliss in my tummy and in my heart, and nothing else matters. And I don't have to be anywhere else. I only have to be right here. And when you're right here, right now, you are being and you're embodying, and that's what you're doing, and that's so powerful.
Yeah, yeah, you put it perfectly. It's a blessing to just be alive. It's as simple as that, really. Like everything seriously is a blessing. There's so many coincidences that led to just this moment right now, and you just got to be thankful for it all.
Yes, absolutely. And then also, have you noticed that since I know you're only 7 days into this 100-day journey, but have you noticed that since you started this practice that there are more synchronicities?
Yeah, I had this crazy one the other day, which is kind of unrelated, but me and my uncle, we were watching TV and we were talking about synchronicities within 5 minutes of this happening. And then a Taco Bell commercial comes on, and the bell at the end, somebody rang the doorbell at the exact same time. And the uncle goes to check the door. We start laughing about it. And since that happened, there have just been like these little things. Like it's a really trivial, random thing for that to be the spark of it. But since then, just like I'm reading something or I'm having a conversation and such a specific word comes up, or I'm thinking about someone and they call me a second later. You know what I mean? Like that universal connection that we have to everything. It feels
Yes.
like when you tune into it, it tunes into you and you just start seeing it everywhere around. And so yeah, that's been a really cool thing to like feel like the universe is leaving these little clues behind for me to acknowledge, you know.
Why do you think that is? Why do you think that once you start to embody positivity and gratitude, that the synchronicities start to magically appear? Why do you think that is?
I just think I'm more open to it now. Like I felt like before I had such a rigid thought process on things. Like I'm gonna do this and this thought is gonna lead me from point A to point B. And now I just feel like I have no expectations of things. I mean I do, but I'm trying not to. And I let things come to me. I try to be this magnet of those things and
Love it.
maybe it's a little easier to notice. Like it's maybe the blessings were there the whole time. I'm not sure, but when you open your eyes to it and you just let them
Yeah.
come to you, it feels like I'm getting a million more of them a day than I did before.
Oh yeah.
And you just feel like full of gratitude, full of love. Like honestly, the source of all these things is love. And like I feel it. Any corner I look around, like it just things I didn't expect, and it's always making me feel pretty good.
Cody, thanks for sharing. I'm curious, how do you let things come to you?
Well, I think meditation has really helped me kind of be a little quieter, like in my mind,
Mhm.
and not expecting things. It feels like when you expect things, you only have one real like positive, right? Like if I have a goal, if I have this treasure that I'm after and I don't find it, then I missed out. But if I am just embracing the journey of whatever it may be, then I
Yeah.
feel like I'm finding all these treasures I never expected. You know what I'm saying? They just like
Yeah.
they appear instead of me looking for them. And then it leads to the next one and the next one. Some are bigger, some are smaller, but it feels never ending right now.
That's beautiful, embracing the journey. And it's true because when you're embracing the journey, you then are not expecting anything. It's you're literally to embrace something. I mean, if I break down the word embrace, I guess when I first think of the word embrace, I feel to kind of like hold something with love and light. You know, I'm embracing it and really feeling it with all of my senses. I'm embracing. And so if I'm embracing the journey with all of my senses, that means I'm very present in my journey, and therefore I'm able to be more of an observer and a witnesser instead of a judger and a pusher.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's how I put it. Yeah, I feel like embracing and even like the negatives, like embracing those too, because they're natural, right? Like anybody's going to be sad they can't do the things they
Yeah.
did before. I
Yeah,
miss walking my dog. At the same time, like I embrace that I'm going to do it again. I'm all those
right.
little things, right? And then embrace the positivity. It just embracing things is, at least in my opinion, is being the love that meets whatever you're embracing halfway, and it usually turns into a pretty positive feeling when you meet it that way.
This is awesome. I love these conversations.
Yeah,
So
that's
I'm so I'm wondering, prior to your last 7 days, do you feel that you would have had this mental state, or has the 7 days within this 100-day challenge that you're on, has it changed your outlook in just 7 days?
I'd say, yeah. I mean, I would say actually, without a doubt, the last 7 days have been really, really impactful in my perspective. I think more it's been like I've been pretty like hesitant to do things like that, just like the fear of being judged, the fear of putting myself out there. And every little one I post, even just a minute, it feels like a hurdle that like I'm not bending my knee to fear. I'm overcoming it every day. And the next day gets a little easier. But I feel like even before this started, these are things like I've really wanted to share. I just haven't had the confidence to.
This is great. So when I looked at your Instagram and I was watching your videos, I noticed that there was like different themes. Like one's on meditation and one was on presence. Where are you getting your themes from?
Honestly, meditation kind of gives it to me. Like I sit with what I'd like to talk about that day. I talk to my dad or talk to my uncle about it, and we kind of just discuss like what feels important. And the first couple things just felt like gratitude, patience, meditation have all been pretty fundamental pillars in like
Yeah.
most of our spiritual journeys. And it felt like things that I just thought were important to share. Like I think my second one was honesty. And it just felt like if I can't be authentic in what I'm sharing, it feels pretty pointless because who's talking, right? Like it's
Yeah.
me. I have to share how I feel. And it definitely like is it's made it easier. Like I feel like I flow a little easier when I talk to people about these things every day. Like I'm obviously not perfect with it, but compared to 7 days ago, I'm a whole lot better. So I'm
Oh
excited
yeah, I
for
can
what
imagine.
day 100 looks like.
I know, me too.
Yeah, thanks.
And so I haven't looked at anybody else's like 100-day challenges. What are theirs like? Just out of curiosity, like what are they challenging themselves with? Similar type of topics?
I've seen people like some people just press record and talk, and I've got some respect for that because that's just not something I can do. I have to be a little more structured. It's taken me a couple of takes per
Mhm.
I've posted, but some people are really just doing it to share what's on their mind at the immediate moment and just put it out there. I've seen some talking about like self-help and wellness.
Mhm.
Um, some people really just exclusively talking about their journey, and I've kind of tried to find the middle ground between spreading like where I'm at and at the same time like sharing things that I find valuable that I see on social media or I find in meditation or in conversation. Just like little gems I feel like I can share.
That's amazing. Do you have a favorite one so far from your last 7 days?
I would say the first one because it's the first one. You know what I mean? Like that was the biggest hurdle I had to get over. Um, I would say the one where I talked about like honesty and authenticity felt very important because like I said, like if you can't be 100% honest in the process, I feel like it kind of invalidates everything else. Like 99% honest, it's not even remotely close to 100. Like I have to be myself throughout this for it to really be worthwhile.
Mhm.
And so I'd say those two have been probably the most powerful for me.
I can imagine that people might reach out to you and ask you questions like, "Hey man, I'm going through this," like, or I liked your post on authenticity. What if they were to ask you something like, "Well, how can I be authentic? Like, I don't even know what that means for me."
Yeah, I wouldn't say I'm necessarily in the position to be giving like the perfect advice because these are things that I'm practicing. I
Yeah.
would say to honestly, to anybody who asks these questions, I feel like meditation and journaling will be their answer because all these things feel pretty individual, right? Like I'm sure you and I have similar opinions on things, but our approach has to be different because we're different people. And I think if they can do their own self-reflection, they'll find their own answers for such crucial aspects of their individuality and authenticity because I don't know who they are. And quite frankly, they don't really know who I am. And if they can look within themselves, I think that's where all the answers are for anyone.
And that's excellent advice, honestly. You're telling them to be themselves, to look within themselves because the answers are within themselves.
Yeah, and that just seems to be that's the starting line to any race you're going to start. You have to look inside. At least personally, right? Like I haven't experienced anyone else's life, but anytime I've decided to pursue an endeavor, um, I had to have that conversation with myself first and say, is this really what you want? And even just beginning is that's a start. Obviously, it's a start, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, yeah, totally no. Yeah, it's a great start too, though. So where do you imagine you're gonna be in at day 100? How do you feel, or I mean, what do you see in your mind? Have you looked that far? Like, wow, in 100 days I might be this way, or I hope to be here, or I hope to be feeling this.
Yeah, I mean, one of my main goals with it is just to like improve my confidence in conversation and my confidence in spreading how I feel. Like, I've always been good at the internal conversation, but when it translates to like me and you or me and other people, it's been a little harder for me to get out and try to connect with others. And so I hope when day 100 comes that there's no walls up around my opinions. And it's not like I'll give everyone I come across everything I think or feel, but I want it to just be a little easier to translate from mine to theirs, you know? Like it's not easy to find a middle ground in conversation about such like profound thoughts as spirituality and such. And
Oh yeah,
I,
no, it's
I hope when day 100 comes, I'm a little better at meeting
I'm
people where they
sure.
are at it.
Yeah, probably way before 100.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope so. I feel a little closer right now and I'm a week in, so it's a lot of days. And actually, I think most people have been doing it. I've been doing 75, but when I started, I was like, 100's a better number. So
Yeah.
I'll go with
It'll-
that.
And it'll go fast. I mean, who knows? You might go past the 100 days.
Yeah, we'll see. Maybe day 101 comes someday.
Yeah. And so what kind of responses have you been getting from this, from your challenge?
It's been great, honestly. Like I've got like friends I didn't expect to hear from telling me that they've drawn some strength from it and they found value in it. And honestly, people I really never expected to hear from. It just like we've had a connection on a level that either we've never had or we haven't had in a while. And that's really meant a lot to me. That sorry, I'm a little sick, but
Okay.
it just meant a lot to me that I can provide something valuable to people that I care about and other people that I never expected to care about. Like seeing that first like was like, hey, that's cool. It means it's got to mean something, right? And
Yeah, it does.
I've heard it from a lot of people and people that mean a lot to me. This means a lot to them. So it's definitely been really powerful just like to feel their love coming from it, and it also inspires me to keep creating it and hold myself accountable to make it even a better product that they can hopefully resonate with a little more.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm certain of it. Cody, I'm wondering if you've had the opportunity to question or be curious if doing this 100-day challenge will also help you heal faster from this gunshot wound. Like what it will do for you physically, not just emotionally and mentally and spiritually.
I mean, I'm starting to walk right now, so the last couple weeks it's been like a really accelerated progress.
Uh-huh.
I'm not necessarily measuring my progress. Like I'm just kind of taking it day by day, but it does feel like the power of prayer is something I've always been really curious about, and the power of meditation. And it's not something I've really had the opportunity to like dive in and feel it all. But to see my progress with where I'm at 2 weeks from now and hearing from people every single day, and it's just like, I know it's working. I know there's so much, because like you said, there is healing comes from a place of love. And like I've had to heal some emotional and mental things that I never expected to. Right? I never thought I'd be dealing with PTSD. I didn't think I'd be having dreams every night about horrors, right? But I feel like the more love I feel and embrace, those things have gone away so much faster than I really expected them to. And I've got over hurdles that I thought might take years and weeks, months. And so I definitely feel like that love has been equally as important in the healing process as everything else.
Oh yes, absolutely. Absolutely. And so I'm wondering what meditation is for you because everyone's got their own, as we were talking, everyone's got their own, their own magic ingredients and their ways of praying and meditating. Like, how do you meditate?
I mean, it's changed a little bit. Before it was just like get as little of stimulation as possible and give myself try to give myself the most focus, right? If I'm hearing things in the background, I'm giving a little bit of me to that. And if I can get to a space where it's just me and my thoughts, it feels like a little easier entrance for those that meditative state to come in. And so lately, it's like probably the last 5 or 6 have just been going to my room and turning all the lights off, making sure there's no noise, windows closed. And I've been doing about 5 to 10 minutes. And then once that alarm rings, I write down the things that I feel like I need to write down. Sometimes I pause it, I'm like, I have to write that down now because I can't forget it. But for the most part, I can remember things for 5 minutes and just trying to enter a state where, like we said earlier, being a magnet and letting those things come to me, whatever it is. I could think about the most random of things. I could think about the most specific things and just like allowing it to come to you. There's no putting up no walls to thought, right? Allowing everything to be there. Focus on your breathing and just embodying the presence that you're in, you know?
I love what you said, and I'm writing it down. Putting no walls up to thought. That's incredible.
Yeah, it's something I'm working on. 'Cause I tend to be a pretty rigid thinker and expect things to be a certain way, but I think meditation is not the time for that. I think you have to let those thoughts come in and you get to be the filter. Let them come to you and they can leave a different way. But like we are talking about, embrace those thoughts, meet them with love, and turn them into something you'd like them to become.
Embrace those thoughts and meet them with love. Now you sound like a Buddhist.
That's the goal, I think. They seem to have it pretty figured out.
Oh, I'll say, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So embrace those thoughts and meet them with love. Do you ever get thoughts when you're in meditation that you'd rather not be thinking? Like, oh,
Yeah.
the 5 minutes are up. Why did I end with that thought? I don't know. Can we go back? How about 5 more minutes? I don't like this thought that I'm having right now.
Honestly, no. I feel like I've kind of taken everything as it comes and looked for meaning in all of it. I haven't had anything like super detrimental to my process. Like I've had some things like, man, that was so dumb. Did that really is that really somewhere on my priority list? But maybe just things I've heard or been around that like they just pop in for a sec. I've got some
Right.
ADHD and since getting shot, I haven't taken my medicine, so maybe those intrusive thoughts appear a little bit more. But I also think there's some power in it because it's. I don't think I'm my thoughts. I think I'm the observer of them, and so when
Yeah.
they come in, it's like another challenge to take on. Like I don't think that, I don't feel that, and I've even found that bleeding into my real life where I hear something and I say, and I like it generates a response in me, an emotional reactive response, and then that like time I've practiced meditating gives me the opportunity to say, hey, I don't feel this way. I'm going to slow it down and I'm actually going to change my reaction, which beforehand it would have been reaction, 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 impulse, impulse, impulse. And
Yeah.
now it's more, I mean, embracing keeps coming up, but it's just like embracing those things and changing it into a positive light and being that filter of good. And I mean, meditation has probably been the most important thing I think I've done in a long, long time.
I'm writing down all your quotes. You got some amazing stuff here. You said, be that filter of good. That's an awesome line. Jeez, you're spitting them left and right. I love it.
Huh. Yeah,
Be that
thanks.
filter of good. Yeah, what's in your Brita? My filter, my Brita? I got goodness in here. That's what I
Yeah.
put. Hey, so who taught you or who introduced you to meditation?
My dad's always preached like visualization, and we've had talks of meditation. It's never been super spiritually guided meditation. I think it's something I've kind of just stumbled upon, like really tuning in with meditation. There's this like modern philosopher who I've found a lot of value in. His name's Kinzer, and he's got this book called Life Beyond Suffering, and it's a guided meditation book, and that's what
Ooh,
really
nice.
got me back into it. And I ordered it. I think the first day I got back from the hospital, I ordered it on Amazon,
Wow.
and that's been really crucial for me because it's every day you're meditating, you write 5 things you're grateful for. And so like getting to put the pen on the paper and reading like, yeah, I am thankful for my family. I am thankful for God. I am thankful for my friends. Those things, it sticks with you a little more when you're putting it on paper. And then I'm 2 weeks down the line and said, I've wrote the same thing every day for 2 weeks. I must I must be lucky to have those blessings. You know what I mean? Like it's too obvious when you write it down every single day. And I think that's something people really need to try, and I highly recommend that book. It's been life-changing. I want to get it for everybody in my life.
So the book is called Life Beyond Suffering. It's a meditation book. That's awesome.
Yeah, yes. It is amazing.
Yeah, I found the same thing that practicing it like daily gratitude has totally changed my life. I mean, I tell my students all the time, gratitude journals. I mean, it changes your life. It really does. And even if you write down two things, three things, or even just before you go to bed, if you had a bad day, be like, hey, at least my heart's still beating.
Absolutely,
Thank
yeah.
you, heart, and your heart's been beating for you since before you were born. Like, like, wow, you keep going and going. Geez, thank you. So
Yeah.
there's always something to be thankful for. And even if someone's having a rough day, I mean, even if you don't have a bed, I mean, if you're breathing, your lungs have been working relentlessly for you, or your blood's been pumping, or your eyes are working. If you're not blind, if you don't have these disabilities, even if you do have these disabilities, there's other things that your body's still being resilient for to keep you alive because your body loves you. And
Hmm.
so why not love it back?
Absolutely, yeah.
So this is really incredible, and I'm really looking forward to following your journey. And I'd like to invite you back at your 100th day, and somewhere in between too, maybe like your day 50, just
Okay.
to do a follow up. Be like, okay, we got 50 days in. How we're doing? Oh, okay, this now how we're doing at 100 days.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Yeah, because I mean, I really feel that, especially like where you're at in your life, and there's a lot of people suffering all over the world, and in many different ways. These are the tiny little seeds that we can plant to help make the world a better place. Like, why not do it, right?
100%. We got the blessing to make other lives better, and you've got the platform. I'm trying to create it, and why not use it for good?
Absolutely, exactly. So, hey, tell us your Instagram. What's your Instagram handle?
It is Treb.Cody, Treb dot Codi. My like main one I was using was Cody.Treb. So like I figured I'd switch it around a little bit. And so that's what I got.
So TREB as in boy dot CODI.
Yes, sir.
Treb.Cody. Everybody, let's follow Treb.Cody here on Instagram. Today he is on day 7. He's on a 100-day journey to post every day on Instagram using his meditation as guidance for positivity, for healing, and for just creating a better world for himself and those all around him and the world, because we are in the World Wide Web. So why not keep going, go all in, right? Go for the
Absolutely.
touchdown, right? That's what you're aiming for.
Yeah, take it all. Take it all.
Yeah, take it all. Cody Trebelhorn, everybody here on A Little Less Fear podcast. Thanks so much for sharing your journey. Do you have any questions or anything else? Any last minute things that you want to add in?
No, honestly, just thank you so much for having me on here and being such a positive person, asking awesome questions. I was really nervous coming in, so you made it easy on me, and I look forward to tuning into all your podcasts because I really appreciate your opinion and your outlook on things. So thank you so much.
It's a pleasure, and you're welcome, and thank you, and let's keep in touch. Have a great rest of your day, Cody. Keep it going.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you. You too.
Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in to A Little Less Fear podcast. If you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button. Tell your friends and your family about A Little Less Fear podcast. And if you are interested in being on my show, feel free to leave me an email at a little less fear at gmail.com. Or if you have any questions or comments and you also want to leave me an additional message, you can also do so from my website, leaving an inquiry at www.alittlelessfear.com. You can get a copy of my book on Amazon, Amazon Kindle, and Amazon Kindle Unlimited, also titled A Little Less Fear. And thank you so much, everybody. I really appreciate all the support. Leave me a review if you get a chance. I love to receive feedback, questions, and comments. And any way that I can be of support to you, please let me know. Thank you so much. I love you. Wishing you love, light, happiness, and many blessings your way.